Aston Villa came from behind to win 2-1 at Villa Park. Chelsea now just a point above them. 6th we are. Aston Villa, how nice to let them back into the top 4 race. You know, we have been giving out so many gifts, guys, haven't we? First Brighton, lifting their confidence. I mean, I'm not even going to go back to the December games and then January because, yeah, that's just beyond me. But Villa haven't had a league win in about 40 days. Let that rest. Let that sink in for a moment because, oh my goodness, Chelsea, that was shocking. And I just thought, I'm going to give us the benefit of the doubt here and just hope that this weekend we can put aside all of our negative feelings and, you know, just that pit we've been in since the Brighton games. We can maybe crawl out of it, get a result here. But somehow, guys, I only half celebrated that opener in the 9th minute. You know why? Because how many times have we seen Chelsea lose from a winning position? Way too many. It's become a pattern. So something inside of me just told me it's early. Yeah, Aston Villa have struggled to settle into this game, but once they do, I think we'll be in trouble, and that's exactly what happens. If you're new to the channel, guys, welcome. I'm Nina, and today we're going to talk about Chelsea's defeat against Aston Villa. And guys, I'm angry because that was an absurd way to lose that game. Absolutely absurd. An absolute horror show. Terrible in every way, abysmal, just such a lack of quality. And even though Maresca switched it up and finally kind of answered our prayers and changed something on the pitch, we still looked as hopeless. So where to from here, guys? Where to from here? Because Chelsea could be in real big trouble. But honestly, the disparity in the two teams right now is from here to Mars. I mean, look at the benches for starters, the goalkeepers, the attacking players they brought in January, who literally combined for 2 goals and 2 assists tonight. The disparity is insane, guys. And the fact that we literally have let them back in now and brought their hopes up once again so they can lock in on top 4 and hopefully compete for that. Look at Chelsea and think, yeah, not really competition, are you? And we don't look like competition to anyone anymore, guys, do we? Let's be real here. I think every team, if they could pick a team to play, yeah, it will be Chelsea. And at one point there was a graphic that came on the TV where it said that Aston Villa were 3rd in the league in conceding goals in the 70th plus minute. And I literally said to myself, well, there's no danger here against Chelsea. If anything, we'll concede. And that's exactly what happened. Jorgensen. I mean, no matter how much you shake your head and no matter how glum you look, nothing will take away of how stupid that error was. I mean, I literally cringed inside. That was, I just couldn't. I absolutely lost my head because, yeah, I would have been unhappy with the draw as well because of the way we played and the amount of chances we missed, but also the amount of chances we let Aston Villa have as well. But that was just an absolutely unacceptable way to lose that game. Unacceptable. But yeah, guys, collectively though, let's talk about this collective performance, because was it even a collective performance? Yes, it was, in the fact that everyone collectively made mistakes. Now, I literally can pick on individual performances and talk about them, and I can talk about individual moments where I was just shocked to see things like Cole Palmer missing chances that he would literally score in his sleep. Like chances that once, twice, 3 times to fluff, okay, but now it's just become a little bit too concerning, in my opinion. And I'm sorry, but was he a little bit drunk or something? He was slipping up the pitch, he was taking a touch too many, a little bit confused, looking left and right, and honestly, it just was a shadow of Cole Palmer. And the amount of times that the front 3 would get annoyed at each other, whether it was Nkunku at Palmer, Palmer at Nkunku, Neto at Nkunku, and Neto at Palmer. They were just taking it in turns, but there was such a lack of cohesion up front that it genuinely looked like we haven't played a game of football together, ever. Not that front line anyway. Because, you know, Caicedo, no matter what forward pass and even Enzo Fernandez they made, just completely ignored or just, yeah, wasted. And there you are. Of course, in the end, when you are fluffing as many chances as you are, well, opposition will score. And they look like they could score more themselves as well. I'm sure they were kicking themselves in the teeth as well at many of their chances. At times, we felt lucky. as well, especially in the first half when, yeah, we started off brighter, but then there was moments where Aston Villa seized control and they were really, really troubling us. You know, Watkins was trying to unleash shots. We had moments of that kind of scrambling in the box, and there was too many of those moments, actually. Gusto taking these heavy touches and just looking like there is a lack of control. Tosin, Chalobah obviously came off injured very early on, but apart from that, which was a necessary sub, Enzo Maresca made one substitution. And you know what? He was probably thinking, I don't really know if it would make a difference to make any more. Then you see Aston Villa bringing on Marcus Rashford, bringing on Leon Bailey, Marlon, and all these players that they have on the bench that can actually come on and make a difference. And then you see us, the only substitute there being Sancho for Nkunku today. So again, the disparity. If that didn't tell you, Chelsea, how shocking this transfer window has been collectively and the one last year, then I don't know what is. Because there you are, you're missing an attacking player that can score goals and not miss chance after chance after chance. A goalkeeper who will not make silly errors like this, and massive ones which are losing the game ultimately at the end of the day. I mean, does Bettinelli get a look in now? Because, I mean, clearly, like, we all knew that, you know, Jorgensen doesn't exactly have this golden CV that, you know, means he should be starting every single game, but we'd seen enough now from Sanchez. But quite frankly, I don't really trust Jorgensen either. And yeah, oh my goodness, guys, it's just funny, isn't it, that, you know, the root problems are just all resurfacing again, very, very much from the recruitment to how things have done, to how we've been assembled, to what and how many positions we're missing, and how players just look void of ideas. Literally, the amount of times they looked around at each other, gave each other dirty looks, and just, you know, moaned at each other. And for what? Like, where has this collective group gone? Where is the chemistry gone? How the hell did we go from playing our best game under Enzo Maresca and our best game this season against Villa at home to losing in this manner at Villa Park? How? It is just beyond me, guys. And we are literally, from all the reverse fixtures, looking a mile apart. It's like 3 seasons apart. Like, where has this team gone? And why have we undone all of our good work from last year? So really, really, really poor. Like, I can't express enough, but I just think it was so typical in the end, wasn't it? And the fact that we have now won, 2 in 9 league games? We're in trouble, guys. I think the only thing that gives me a tiny little bit of comfort is we're playing Southampton on Tuesday. And does that even give me a little bit of comfort? I mean, they just got thrashed 4-0 by Brighton. Brighton, the team that, you know, we gave the confidence to. But I can't explain it. It just feels awful. Awful. And again, that was just a big, literally written in red lights, in red bright lights. Aston Villa shopped with this season in mind in the transfer window. They brought in reinforcements that would help them achieve their season goals. Not the ones for the utopian long-term project like we're trying to make out for this season, because they're Champions League, they're in the Champions League, and they're also contending for a Champions League spot, top 4. So again, the disparity. And then, of course, you know, it was so typical that Marcus Rashford was living it up, you know, making these great crosses, these great runs in behind, and we just couldn't cope. Just couldn't cope. And again, I think we were lucky at times as well, where Villa missed chances too. But yeah, that's it. That's what happens when you miss as many chances as you do. That is exactly what happens. So is there anything else to say? Now, you look at our league position, you look at how tight it is, and you look at the competition we have. Every single team we're playing, we're just giving them this newfound confidence that they have been missing. Like Aston Villa, losing their little spark with all the draws as of late they've had in the league, etc. And here we are, coming to save the day. How nice of us. We just want it to be a little bit more of an interesting race there at the top, don't we, guys? Make top 6 a little bit more interesting. But yeah, so very, very poor. And then it just goes to show that, yeah, Enzo Maresca tries something new, but frankly, there's a bigger issue here now. And when and where do these players take confidence from? Because, yeah, 1 goal, but now we've scored, what, 5 goals in our last few games? Not even that. not even that, guys. I don't even know how many, but not a lot, and we've conceded a lot. So big errors here, guys. And how much more do you switch up than from this? Like, what else is there to see? We don't have a bench. We don't have depth on the bench. Frankly, we don't have quality really in the starting 11 to see out a job. We cannot protect a 1-0 lead for the life of us. And if we go 1-0 down, we also lose the game. So is there another course we can take in these games? I don't think so. But yeah, guys, let me know how you're feeling in the comments down below. I know that, you know, we're almost digging ourselves further and further into a hole, and hard to crawl out. But yeah, let me know how you're feeling, guys. Like this video if you can, please, to help me out, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and would like to stick around for more content like this. It hasn't been cheery lately, but we say it how it is here. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves and try and enjoy the rest of your weekend, I guess.